when we're looking at our needs and we're looking at our damn manifesto, what is the thing that we want more than anything else right now? Who are the people we want in our lives? We've got to start looking at actual data, facts, real things. That's why I push back when it's like, I need this magical thing to happen. I am not here for magical thinking. I am here to show you that if there is something you want to bring to life in your life, you can do it. You can do it. We're going to break it down and say, well, this is what it's probably going to take to get there. We focus on the yes and the why. We release the how. It might look different than we initially think. This is All the Damn Things, the podcast committed to helping women achieve your dreams, even after going through deeply challenging experiences. My name is Bevin Farrand, the founder of the Take the Damn Chance movement and creator of the Do the Damn Thing method. Yes, I say damn a lot, but it does mean something. It stands for Decide and Declare, Attend Your Own Party, Moments Not Minutes, and Now is the Time. When it's come to navigating my own deeply challenging experiences and bringing my biggest dreams to life, this framework has changed my life, and I know that it can make a huge impact on yours. Now we're talking about the who. Who do you need in your life to support that? I have an online tribe. I have an in-person tribe. I have a family tribe. I have my kiddos tribe. When you have experienced this transformation of understanding how to build your tribe, and you're living in your desired relationships and you know how to keep doing it, you know how to start getting your needs fulfilled in this area, and you're like, this is great, and that plate is spinning, now let me add another. You get to keep using it over and over with the Do the Damn Thing method. And when you do your damn manifesto, and when you find your damn people to support that damn manifesto, what's so cool is you can then start back at the beginning and do another damn manifesto about something different, right? So you can have a damn manifesto around relationships or business or whatever it is. You can have a damn manifesto for your business and you can start to grow it, and you can have the people, find your damn people for that. And then you kind of get that rolling. And then you're like, oh, now I want to have a damn manifesto around health. I need to find my damn people to support this journey, and I'm going to keep it going, and I'm going to build some momentum. And then, oh, I'm going to come. Do you see what I'm saying? This is iterative. You can continue to build. Yes, you're going to have to do things differently. Yes, you're going to have to take action. It's not magic. It can be magical, because with this, you will begin to understand your own true power. When you are committed to taking radically loving responsibility for the experience of your life, when you are clear on your damn manifesto, and when you know how and you put into action how to find your damn people, your life will change. It just will, right? Now, I am not here to make light of anyone's struggles. I'm not here to compare anyone's struggles. I know that we have all gone through difficult things. I know what it's like to be in the room with somebody who is struggling and feels like they can't talk to me about it because they're like, well, it's nothing compared to what you have been through. No, not true. What you have lived, what you are living, what you've experienced, that is the hardest thing that you have lived and experienced. There's no need for comparison of struggle or comparison of grief. What we are experiencing is the most important and is the hardest thing for us because we are experiencing it. So I'm not sitting here saying that what you have gone through is not hard. And I'm not saying that what you currently might be facing is not hard, because it might be. And I know that understanding this methodology will change your life. It's not going to mean that hard things don't happen, right? Like having lost Mark, having understood and created the Do the Damn Thing method and all of these things does not mean I don't have crappy weeks, right? Crappy 24 hours. It doesn't mean that my father-in-law didn't just pass away in April, right? It doesn't stop. It's not like, oh, I understand the Do the Damn Thing method, so now nothing's hard. It's not true. What it does mean is that I know how to navigate hard things, not in a everything's fine, everything happens for me. No, crap. I don't believe that. But what I do know is that things happen, and then I can tell myself a story around that thing. And there are multiple stories that I can. So, like I said, what I say does not have to be the answer. But what I want to show you is that there are many answers. There are many ways that you can get your needs met. It's not about circumstance. I'm just here to show you that you can choose to change your thoughts and it will change your life. You don't have to think the way someone else thinks. There are people who say to me, everything happens for us, in response to me saying my husband died. There are people who have said to me, everything happens for a reason, right? Those are ways to think about the situation. I don't subscribe to either of those. I don't believe them. They're not the thought that I'm going to take on, but they are a thought. They are a choice. And for some people, that might be the thought and the choice that is comforting to them, that inspires them to get into action. Not for me. If you guys listen to my podcast recently, I said, good for her, not for me, right? It doesn't matter what other people want to think. What I'm saying is there are different ways for us to think about anything in our life. And I know this because I once got a really crappy text message from somebody about like parenting, right? And I don't know, it just hit me at the wrong time. And I was like, I cannot believe this. How dare they? And my son was sick and it was like during COVID. And so this person was afraid my son had COVID. And they were like, if you have to take him to the hospital, take him to the hospital. So I'm like, how dare you? Of course, my son, if he needs to go to the hospital, I'm going to go to the hospital. Like, of course I'm going to do that. I was not typing all of this. This was just me having the response to this text message. A few months later, I was like, I really do not enjoy that experience of that message. I don't actually feel like I need to have a conversation with that person around it. What are some other ways that I could think about this? Okay, so I could think about this as this person just loves my son so much. And my immediate reaction was like, oh my God, well, of course she loves my son, but I love him more. He's my son. Okay, so that was not changing the experience of that situation. So then I was like, well, maybe I went through like a bunch of them and I said, maybe this message was coming from a place of, if you need to take him to the hospital at 2 a.m, nobody's going to judge you and I'm going to be on your side. And I was like, wow, that feels better, right? Totally feels better because maybe that's where they were coming from. I will never know why that person, like what inspired them to send that message. It could be any of those things. And there are times where I still think, how dare you? And when I want to be pissed off and upset, that's the story that I let take the lead. And when I want to have a different experience of it, then I think maybe it's because they just wanted me to know I was supported. Maybe it's because they are part of my tribe and I can give them grace and creativity that they are taking responsibility for their own life and I am taking responsibility for my life. When the flood in my kitchen happened last night, of course I was frustrated. I was angry. I was also angry that I'm dealing with it by myself, right? Like, ugh, I don't have a partner here. I don't have Mark. Like, it's so funny. I had mice die in my van last year. And I literally, anytime anybody asks me, I'm like, no, that's when I get pissed off at Mark because dead animals and cars was definitely his arena, right? Those are the feelings I can have. And then I can also say, well, thank God I'm just able to move, right? Like able to get into action. And thank God I have these neighbors that are willing to come over and spend an hour trying to lift the toilet off. And this is because he's an amazing, incredible human being that I will do all that I can to nurture that relationship with him because he's amazing. But he then went to the hardware store in our little town and found and took a picture, took it to him and said, "What do I need?" He just dropped it off. He's like, "I'm just putting this in here so that you have it and it doesn't melt because it's hot. And then I'll come back later and help you put the toilet." Like, thank God I have him in my life. And thank goodness I was willing to be vulnerable and text him and say, "Is there any chance that you're around that you could help me with this?" This is the power of the do the damn thing method, of getting clear on what it is that you want in life, crafting your damn manifesto, and finding your damn people, right? Everything I'm telling you is the power of it. Not because there's anything that I do that you can't also do in your life. Am I an extrovert? Absolutely. It is true. One of my friends says my superpower is making friends because I love talking to people and I love just like getting to know about them. It doesn't mean you have to become an extrovert in order to find your tribe. Mark was an introvert. I have plenty of introverted friends who have like really deep relationships. They may not have 50 relationships, but they're going to have really deep connected relationships. Let me tell you how many times people came up to me after Mark passed away and were like, "I would have done anything for him, anything," because he had nurtured those relationships just by being who he was, right? He was not an extrovert. People always said he kept me grounded and I got him on the dance floor, right? He was an introvert, but he was really good. He was very thoughtful about, bless his heart. He and I were so different. He was very thoughtful. When we were going to a party, he was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Why are you being so quiet?" He's like, "Well, I'm trying to think about what I'm going to talk to this person about and this person." And I was like, "Why don't you just like talk to them and then listen to what they say and talk back?" And that was just not how he functioned. And he had incredible best friends. In fact, his brothers were his groomsmen in our wedding because he didn't know how to choose among his 10 best friends from high school. And so he chose by not choosing, right? He didn't have to become an extrovert to have an incredible tribe. You don't have to be an extrovert to have an incredible tribe. You don't have to change anything about yourself. If you love to knit and read books, I might be talking about myself here, then you don't have to love to rock climb, right? You don't have to like change who you are because there are 7.9 billion people on this planet. You just need to do the 9 method. Figure out what your needs are, invite and interact people into your life, nurture those relationships, and evaluate what other needs that you need fulfilled. Start back at the beginning, right? Everything in what I teach is applicable to every single area of your life. It's why I am so passionate about it being about business, but also being about health and relationships and parenting. Guess what? My book is coming out. Now, if you know anything about me, you know that I am passionate about supporting you in bringing your big, bold dreams to life and doing the damn thing. And the do the damn thing method all starts with your damn manifesto, which is why my book is called Your Damn Manifesto. Discover the keys to personal transformation and bringing your biggest dreams to life. And you can go pre-order your copy right now. Just go to yourdamnmanifesto.com or click the link in the show notes to pre-order your copy. And when you do that, you're going to get some great bonuses, including a live coaching and Q&A session with me, a digital workbook, and some other really fun bonuses. So go to yourdamnmanifesto.com or click the link in the show notes and pre-order your copy today. Thanks for joining me today. Let me know if this made you stop and go, damn. If so, leave a comment on the episode, rate and review the show, or reach out on social media. Find me on Instagram at Bevin Farrand or visit my website and let me know what you want to hear next on All the Damn Things.